Hi, my name is Brett Henderson and you're watching MediaPlex Fall Launch. We have some great guests lined up as well as some pretty awesome hosts. First, from Vancouver, British Columbia, Sarita Varanasi. Next, from Windsor, Ontario, Don Gray. We have a great crowd, so let's get this party started with our first guest. Take it away, Sarita.
Hi, I'm joined by Rob Scusin from TV Cogeco.
Hi.
We are fortunate to have a great partnership here at the MediaPlex and TV Cogeco. Why does this work?
Works great for us because the college is able to provide live programming, and we don't do any news, so it's great that the college is able to do news, and also the 1 o'clock hits are terrific. So it's a great partnership for us and for the college.
And why do you think it's important?
I think it's important because the students get to use their practical skills in a live setting, and there's no going back. Once you're live, you're live. So I think it really creates the chops for all the on-air and the camera crew and everyone.
And what is new at TV Cogeco?
Well, it's another busy year for us. The big thing will be this year is the Memorial Cup is coming to Windsor, so the Spitfires will be very busy this year. There's always interesting stuff going on at City Council. And we had a couple new music shows coming in out of Leamington, so it's always great to have community presence on the channel.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about your Memorial Cup coverage that you're doing.
Well, we're just planning it right now. The games will be live, covered by Sportsnet, but we're planning to do a daily live telecast, letting the people of Windsor and the Essex County area know about all the events that are happening. It's not just the hockey. There's a lot of stuff in the fan zone and all kinds of trophies and a lot of events with the veterans too.
Okay, and if we could look into a crystal ball, what would we see in TV Cogeco's future?
Well, I think we are truly local television. So you're going to see a reflection of what's going on in our community. And we're proud to be able to bring that to people's homes. And it's always interesting what is going on. Whenever anyone says there's nothing going on in Windsor, there's a lot going on.
Thank you so much for joining us. That was Rob Scusin from TV Cogeco. Back to you, Brett.
The chair of the School of Media, Art and Design, Lorna McCormick, has joined us in studio today. Don?
I'm joined by Lorna McCormack, the chair of the School of Media, Art, and Design. Welcome, Laura. Thank you for joining us today. So, Lorna, what is the best part of your job?
Absolutely the students. Nothing else even comes close. It's just so much fun meeting the students and watching them grow as they learn their skills, helping them if I can, supporting them, of course, and then seeing them out in the workplace, whether it's working in the media, television, or newspapers, or working in restaurants and hotels in the area. It's just very rewarding to see them reach success. That's number one.
So tell me, Lorna, we all love it here at the MediaPlex, but from your perspective, what is the best part of our facility here?
I think it's because you actually get to learn and practice your skills, and this is just a great example going live. Coming from broadcasting, I'm aware of how difficult it is to go live, and to have you graduating, our students graduating with that skill, it just really sets you apart, and it makes you so much more marketable as you head out into the profession.
So the St. Clair College Center for the Arts also has a very nice facility. Tell us about some of the programs that are offered here, please.
Well, we have what I call clusters. We have our justice cluster, where we have 2 paralegal programs. We have community and justice services, and we have border services. We have hospitality at the St. Clair Center for the Arts, tourism here in this building, and we have culinary over at South Campus, and we have the student-run restaurant Eatery 101 as well. And then we also have our arts programs. We have graphic design and we have advertising as well. And in this building, we also have public relations and media convergence. So there really is a lot going on, and it's a wide range of programs.
That definitely sounds like a wide spectrum of a lot of good things to do here. Great. So for high school students and parents choosing a school for their children, it's not too early to begin the process of thinking about next year. Why should they choose St. Clair College?
Absolutely, it's the hands-on skills. that the students learn in almost all of our programs here in the School of Media, Art and Design have internships or work placements. And getting that portfolio or that resume going with the practical skills, with the work experience, I think it really jumpstarts a career, and that makes the biggest difference. And also, I think it's a very supportive environment here at the college. We really do care about the students' success and want to be there for the students in any way we can, helping them reach success in their studies and in their skills.
I can definitely vouch for that. So what is the future for the St. Clair College program of journalism, in your opinion?
I just think we're going to keep getting better, and we're going to see more and more of our students out there in the field and winning more awards. It's just so exciting. And this launch is also great because we see the students today, and then we see them at the end of semester. And we see that growth in the skills, we see that confidence, and it really is so rewarding for your teachers, your professors, and for myself as well.
That's great. Thank you so much, Lauren. It's much appreciated. And now back to you, Brett.
Veronique Mandel is the coordinator of the Journalism, Media's Convergence, and Public Relations programs. She is standing by with Sarita.
Thank you, Brett. I'm joined here by Veronique Mandel. Thank you for being here, Veronique.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm delighted.
So, Veronique, what is new at the MediaPlex?
We have a couple of things that will be happening this semester. One is that we're bridging more of a gap between public relations and journalism. And so our David Harrison and Larry Forsyth are making it possible for our public relations students to get more involved in the journalism productions, and whether that's on television or in radio or in the newspaper. So that's a really fun and interesting and innovative thing that will be happening for the PR students. And of course, this year we have more international students in our Media Convergence graduate program, and they're bringing a really interesting and terrific dynamic into the MediaPlex. So, and along with all of the innovative aspects of the program that we have planned for the first and second year students, I think it's going to be a fabulous semester.
And why do you think it's so important to have a converged program?
Well, you know, whether you want to work in radio or television, in newspapers, or as an online journalist, you have to have all those skills. Today, young reporters are not getting hired unless they have all of them. And, you know, the advantage to coming to the programs here at St. Clair's MediaPlex is that this building was constructed to be able to deliver all of those platforms. And so students who come here are very lucky because we'll be able to give them the converged skills in a real-world setting that they'll need to be marketable. And our students are getting jobs. And in a very difficult media market, I think that's pretty spectacular.
It is. So tell us about the other programs here at the MediaPlex.
Well, we have the Public Relations program, of course, and that also is a very dynamic program, and we include social media, multimedia, so that when the PR students go out as a PR specialist, they also are able to work across all the platforms so that they're sort of good photographers and they can do good video and they have a real sense of sound and editing. And the faculty in the PR program are from the profession, and so they're sort of up to date on everything in the program. And of course, the graduate media convergence year is just growing, and we're very excited about that program and the future of the program.
And why would a prospective student choose St. Clair?
Well, I guess if you really want to get a job and you want to have the absolute best advantage of getting that job, you're going to need hands-on skills. And I know that our chair, Lorna McCormick, was saying that a few minutes ago. This is where you get those skills, the everyday living the skills. So when you come in here, it's like coming to work. And I think if there are any young people out there who are thinking about going into the media in any of its platforms, consider coming here, because if you want to be marketable, this is where it's going to happen.
Thank you so much, Veronique. Back to you, Brett.
Our graduates work in many outlets, businesses, and organizations across Windsor and Essex County. One of them is here with Dawn.
I'm joined here by Laura Lemon, who is a journalism graduate student who now works with Hospice of Windsor and Essex County. She is here to give us an update on hospice and the upcoming gala celebration. Welcome, Laura. Welcome back to the MediaPlex.
Thank you very much.
So my first question, I want you to tell us about the hospice gala that is coming up.
I would love to. We have our 37th annual benefit gala for the hospice that's coming up a week from this Friday, and it's a sold-out event once again this year. It was our first event that raised money for the hospice when it began 37 years ago, and it's always our most popular. We really get to see the community support come out to this one.
So how are things going with the new hospice in Leamington?
The new hospice Erie Shores campus is wonderful. We had the official grand opening and started accepting patients at the beginning of April this year, and it's going along swimmingly. We have great staff out there who trained with us in Windsor before heading out there before the doors opened, and as is the case with our volunteers in Windsor, we have an army of volunteers out in Erie Shores, and they're wonderful with the patients and with the work that they do all around the campus.
So what are some of these special programs offered by hospice?
Hospice gets involved with people from the time of pre-diagnosis all the way through to bereavement, and we offer over 47 wellness programs to help people live with the diagnosis that they have and to get on with going and living their life the best way possible. So whether that be arts and crafts, painting, yoga, tai chi, we try and offer things that everyone's interested in so that it can get them out of the house if they're not able to do that anymore, and really get them motivated to help live a better life.
So what message would you like to give people about hospice? And when it comes to people that have been diagnosed with life-threatening illnesses, what message would you like to get across to them especially?
The biggest message that we can get out about hospice is that it's not just for people who are at end of life and who are dying. As I said, we get involved with people from the time of pre-diagnosis up until bereavement. And whether or not their journey takes them through wellness programs or work with our palliative doctors, we want everyone to know that they can come to us and we will be there for support and to offer a support system to them, as well as introduce them to others who may know what they're going through.
So as a graduate from the St. Clair College MediaPlex, how has that helped you with your career with hospice?
It's been a phenomenal help. All the technical skills and workplace involvement that you learn from internship placements or just through class work and working with the professors who have worked in that field before really helps to get you prepared for being out in the real world and using those skills in day-to-day.
Well, thank you so much, Laura. I really appreciate it. Now we're going back to you, Brett.
Alana Wills is another graduate who has gone on to bigger and better things. She is standing by with Srita.
Thanks, Brett. I'm here with Alana Wills. How are you, Alana?
Good, how are you? Thank you for having me tonight.
No worries. Good to have you here. So tell us what you're doing now.
I am the content writer and copywriter of Cipher Systems Group, and I run all their social media pages.
Okay, so as a journalism grad, what was your experience in this program?
My experience was amazing. I really cannot say enough things. I did stuff in 2 years that I never thought I'd have the opportunity to do in a lifetime. I got to go to concerts and plays and cover them and write about them. I got to be right in the middle of all the breaking news, all the excitement, and I loved every minute of it. I miss it.
So what has surprised you the most about working in the real world?
Well, for me personally, I'm late for everything, so I think the biggest surprise was, okay, you can't be late anymore. But other than that, that's my own thing. They prepared me so well that I really have nothing that I was too surprised by, because you're really working. You come to school, but you're in a real work environment, so it transferred over beautifully for me.
What transferred over the easiest for you into the real world?
I would say there's so many transferable skills that you learn here. So something like being on video and being on camera, just that confidence, it shines through. Working with all kinds of different people, that happens all the time, and now that I'm in the real world, I really see that. I think in journalism too, there's the deadlines, there's the fast pace, kind of that chaotic lifestyle that a lot of programs don't prepare you for. So now you're not just thrown into it, you really are prepared for it and you're used to it because you spent 2 years living it, so it's awesome.
So looking back, what about the program prepared you the most?
I would say those transferable skills, like I said, the confidence, getting used to different situations, the not freaking out if something's not exactly how it should be, because that happens all the time in the journalism industry. So that prepared me. And also the convergence is a big thing, because yes, I'm writing, but I'm working with graphic designers, and I didn't know anything about graphic designing, but now it helps to know that. I'm working with video work, which helps, even though it's not technically my job, to know it. It really makes all the difference.
Okay, and for a prospective student, what advice would you give them as someone who went through both the journalism and media convergence programs?
I would say just do it, make the leap. It's an amazing program, and most of all, it's fun. You're not sitting in a classroom. You're not just a random number. You don't get lost. You're hands-on. You get to go live. What else? What other programs can really say that? You get to work in a real newsroom environment with a real newspaper every week that people get to see. It's amazing. So don't be afraid. Just take the leap.
So what are some of the productions you've worked on here at the MediaPlex?
When I was in the MediaPlex, I was entertainment editor, so getting to, cover the stories. I mean, I love pop culture, I love entertainment, so getting to say that I wrote about it every week, that really was a dream come true. I got to get a press pass to see Paul McCartney live and write about it. I would go to concerts and wish I was that person, so getting to have that experience was amazing. And on camera, I loved being on live on Cogeco, so getting to do that, and I was fearful of that at first, but then I loved it. I craved it by the end, so it really shows you.
What were some of your most memorable moments here at the MediaPlex?
Just every day, knowing when I was getting to go live, that was amazing. Like I said, the Paul McCartney concert, stuff like that, taking pictures, even learning things like desktop design. When I was kind of scared at first because I didn't know anything about that, but by the end, I loved getting to do it and getting to experience that.
Okay, thank you so much for being here with us, Alana. Back to you, Brett.
At the MediaPlex this year, we are fortunate to have a number of international students. 2 are our guests today. Dawn?
Thanks, Brett. I'm joined here by Nantana and Cece. So my first question is, thank you for joining me today. It's really appreciated. My first question is, tell me where you're from, Nantana.
I am from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Yes.
And to you, Cece, where are you from?
I'm from Chongqing of China. Yes.
So why did you choose St. Clair College of all the places to go? Why here?
Well, I got to know about St. Clair College through a professor back home. So he told me how hands-on this program was. So I thought that was my great chance to do it, and I took the next plane here.
And same question to you, Cece. Why did you choose St. Clair College?
Before I came here, I was in my university, and my university cooperated with St. Clair College. So my college recommended St. Clair College. Yes. So I come here.
Can I ask what the name of your college was?
Sure, it's Chongqing Normal University. Yes.
And Nantana, what was the name of your college before you came here?
Well, I was studying in Sheffield in UK. It was Sheffield Hallam University. And after that, I worked for 2 years in the magazine industry as a writer. Yep.
So what has been your experience so far at the college, Nantana?
Well, it's been less than a month, so far it's been really exciting, and everyone's super nice, super helpful, so I've been settling in pretty well, and yeah, that's good so far.
And what has your experience been so far, Cece?
I think I'm pretty much same as Nantana because, I've learned a lot of practical skills, and the people here are so nice and friendly. It's pretty well. Yes.
So what do you think of Windsor so far, Cece?
Windsor, it's tranquil. It's so less population than the city I was. So I'm still getting used to it now. Yes.
And what do you think of Windsor so far, Nantana?
Windsor is awesome, and like Cece said, we come from like a very populous city, so this place is really quiet and really pretty, and I'm still yet to explore Windsor, so I can't wait. Yep.
So what did you do before you came to St. Clair College? I'll go to you first, Nantana.
Well, I was working as a senior writer in the magazine industry, and my last magazine was it was a fitness magazine called Shape Malaysia. So yeah, I was writer there for like 6 months, and I chose to come here.
And you, Cece, what did you do before you came here to St. Clair College in Windsor?
I was a university student, so I was learning journalism in my university. So yes, that's
And how did you hear about the program here at St. Clair College?
it's my university. They recommend me about St. Clair College. Yes, they said it's a great college, so I come here. Yes, it is.
Did you have a similar story about how you heard about the college? How did you hear about us here at St. Clair?
Well, I got to hear it through like I mentioned, a professor back home in Malaysia. So he was working in St. Clair. So he told me about this program, and then I decided to drop what I was doing and come here. Yes.
Okay, so my next question is, are you prepared for the Canadian winter, Nantana?
Ooh, well, I come from a very sunny country, so it's like sunny all through the year. So no, I'm not prepared for it, but because I'm here during fall, so I hope I'm getting acclimatized to the weather. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And you, Cece, are you ready for our Canadian winter?
No, I don't think so. In my city, I barely see snow. I even didn't see snow before. So, but weather here is much colder than the city I was. So no. Yes.
So this will be a fun winter for you. Do you have a winter coat?
No, I'm trying to get one.
So what do you miss the most about being back home? Friends, family, anything like that?
Food. I miss Chinese food so much. I'm still getting used to food here, but I miss my Chinese food. Yes.
And same question for you, Nantana. What do you miss most about being back home compared to being here?
Well, one could be the weather, but I love to travel, so I'm really excited to be here and just get whatever I can do and explore everything I can about Canada. Yep.
Great. Well, thank you both for joining me today. Cece, Nantana, back to you, Brett.
Our next guest is Kevin McShan, another graduate of the program. He is making a difference in our community. Here's now with Sarita.
Thank you, Brett. I'm here with Kevin McShan. Hi, thank you for being here.
Sarita, it's always great to be back at the MediaPlex, and it's good to be with you this evening.
And it's great to be with you as well. So, Kevin, tell us about your latest project.
My latest project has me filling a role as a program development facilitator for a project here in Windsor and Essex called the We Are Able Project, which aims to educate employers about the positive benefits of hiring those people with disabilities. 70% of all Canadian small businesses have never hired individuals with disabilities. So the project aims to eliminate those barriers and stereotypes and create positive pathways for those individuals to gain competitive community employment.
Okay, and as a graduate, how did that experience help you?
In my current role as the program development facilitator, I'm responsible for coordinating with the media and business owners. So building relationships and building a foundation to work with all sorts of different people and establish positive relationships is probably the biggest thing I'll take away from my time here at St. Clair College.
Okay, and what was the best part of your time here?
Building relationships and meeting people and making sure that I establish a strong foundation for a successful journalistic future and a professional future as well.
What would be your advice for a student here at in the journalism program or in the media convergence program?
I think it would be to be open-minded and always be ready to experience new experiences and be a sponge and absorb as much information as possible.
What are some of the best moments that you had here at the MediaPlex?
I think helping other people understand how to communicate and open up to students with a disability, and also opening horizons in terms of getting professors to think of how to approach students with disabilities differently, and also building relationships with of students and those who work here at the college.
Okay, and tomorrow is Cerebral Palsy Day. Tell us a little bit about that.
So tomorrow is World Cerebral Palsy Day, which brings awareness to those who are living with cerebral palsy. At the John McGivney Children's Center tomorrow, they're holding a full day in dedication to that cause. So make sure you join the hashtag We're Here for World Cerebral Palsy Day.
Thank you so much for being here, Kevin. Back to you, Brett.
Let's recap the show now and look ahead for what's in store for the MediaPlex in the future. Dawn?
I'm joined here by Veronique Mandel, Program Coordinator for the Journalism, Public Relations, and Travel and Tourism Program. Thank you for joining us today, Veronique.
Well, Debbie LaSalva wouldn't like it if I was the coordinator of the program, so I'm Media Convergence. So
I apologize.
That's okay. Sorry, Debbie.
So my first question, Veronique, you've previously mentioned how important the Converge part of this program is, the Converge Media. Why are the internships for that part of the program so important, would you say?
The internships are absolutely critical, and that is certainly something that we continue to explore, because it's really important that the students, once they've had the experience of a real live newsroom here, that they get an opportunity to go out into other media newsrooms, and many of them also choose to go into industries, into other organizations, even nonprofits. And you heard Laura Lemon. I mean, she is now at hospice, and her internships allowed her to pursue that side of the media. And all of the grads that you've heard here tonight had similar experiences. The internships also really validate our program, because when you have the people in the real world media wanting to have our students as interns, I think it speaks a lot for the program, and then they're able to go out and shine. They're able to show what their skills are, and then line themselves up for work.
So let's talk about the best part of your job here at the MediaPlex. What do you enjoy most about being here with the students, the staff, and the program in general?
The students are extraordinary. You can't have a bad day when you come into the MediaPlex, because it doesn't matter, and Lorna McCormack can attest to this, if you come in and you're bogged down with all kinds of administrative work, whether you're just talking to a student or going into a classroom, it makes your day. And I have to say also, we have an extraordinary faculty, and Shelley Divnich-Haggart is also here tonight in our audience. People like Shelley, who make all of this happen, are really the backbone of what we do, because they bring their own real life experience here. So, my job's easy because of all of you and all of them.
It's much appreciated, Vero. Thank you so much for answering my questions today. Now we're going to go back to you, Brett.
Well, this show has been a lot of fun and a great start for our school year. My name is Brett Henderson. For Sarita Varanasi and Don Gray, thanks for tuning in to the MediaPlex Fall Launch.
MediaPlex News Now is a production of the St. Clair College Journalism Program.
I got a gut feeling with St. Clair that was great, and I definitely wasn't let down. It was just home. Like, I wasn't uncomfortable, I wasn't uneasy, it felt nice. I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.